fall off when we gonna go back to what we was on? Nah, man. Yeah, we gonna keep riding, you feel me? Yeah. Yeah, hold up, though. Talk to y'all, though. Peace. Real Judah.
I'm riding with Yasha, I'd rather die with the eye, but look, we live with no worries, yeah, Hakuna Matata, watch me ride with this third coast flow. No perm, but I got soul blow. I've been losing the winning breath at the same time. This the father's plan, homie, no, it ain't mine. I've been riding for a minute, you can tell it ain't no gimmick, now logo like the no limit tank sign. I will keep riding till I reach my goals. Focused on Abba, ain't worried about beef, and I don't sip on drink, I ain't worried about foes. Walk in the light when I speak, but it shows. No, I ain't Christ, but from death I have rose. Risen, living, water I'm sipping. I got the word, watch, she keeps me on my toe. Bloodline, spiritual gold, I'm blessed, I suppose. I'm high and I can't cool out. Plex and I might go now. Meek, that don't mean I'm south. I'm going for the rock, brother, don't get mouse. Go against me, you've already lost. Cause the king cut it, that's my boss. I'ma push it to the limit, cause I'm about my father's business. I don't care if it didn't or there's no gas in it, cause we gon' ride it. We gon' ride it. We gon' ride it. Ride till the wheels fall off. Ride till the wheels fall off. We gon' ride it. We gon' ride it. Ride till the wheels fall off. Ride till the wheels fall off. We gon' ride it.
Listen, you know the will of the God.
Yeah, the will.
Even if they were to fall,
Let them break.
metaphorically my wall.
Woo.
No, I will not fall off.
Never denying the heart.
Nobody matter at all.
Lake of the fire, the cause.
Yeah, you don't wanna be far.
Return to the covenant law. Cover a number with flaws. You shy, you the one that we call.
Oh, kill my pride.
Kill
To
it.
the very end, I'll ride.
Alright.
If you let my slide,
Don't
it
go.
will be almost if I die.
Cause
Simba's return night.
Coming.
They're about to for a try. Real Judah gon' ride.
Yeah.
It is high time. Line me up on line and precept on precept. If you ain't sticking with it, then proceed it. You hate made but couldn't break. Hope you see that. Who you demon reject is waking the elect. No longer battle how you be with me at. If that make me a traitor, nigga, I'll be there. He's good on his own, but we is where the key at. And daddy, I'ma ride to the end. And I mean that.
We gon' ride it. We gon' ride it. Ride till the wheels fall off. Ride till the wheels fall off. We gon' ride it. We gon' ride it. Ride till the wheels fall off. Ride till the wheels fall off. No, we gon' ride it.
Welcome to the Hebrew state of being. State of being. I am your humble servant and host for tonight. I am Kayel, but I am so far from being solo dolo. I have the family in the crib, in the building. I got the rib. And I got my young Hebrew in the building tonight on this Shabbat. Shabbat Shalom, everyone. Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat Shalom. Well, we find ourselves on this Shabbat. For those that are in the southeast region, all praise to the Most High. Mel in the building. So, in this hour, on this Shabbat here in New Orleans, or in Louisiana right now, we are sitting in the belly of the beast. We are looking at Ida barreling down our way. And yes, we are in New Orleans. We are still here. Yes, we're going to hold tight for as long as we can. We have plans to change if things change. of course. But as of right now, we are, as we always are, in the hands of the Most High. And for me, that's a beautiful place. Right? Like, many people talk about it. Many people got a good game, say they're going to listen to the Most High. A lot of people talk about how they're going to know what to do and what to say in the times of trouble. All of us talk about we know what our salvation is. We all say those words. But when it's time to rely on those words, that's where it gets a little shaky. Love, what's the title of the show for tonight that I gave you? Oh, I got it right here. Thank you. Oh, praise for the rib. Got all the food ready for us today. Went shopping, did everything today. Give all praises to my rib, man, for getting us properly ready for this storm. Yes. My young Hebrew was just tagging along. He didn't do nothing. Let me tell you, he just didn't do nothing. It's joking. You did. You helped. You pushed the basket. No, I was joking. He did more than that. He did more than that. So the title of the show is Peace in the Storm, right? And we are going through Job, and we're going through Isaiah, and we're going through several different books to give us some comfort, some understanding, and to know exactly how to be calm, how to have your peace in this storm. I just want to get this title right here, right quick, guys, before I jump on in. Yeah, I gotta get these titles right, man. I've been slipping on getting my titles in order. Anyway, now that that's said and done, Shabbat Shalom to Ty in the building. I see you in the building, Ty Yuan in the building. My brother Chito Pie in the building. Jeanette's in the building. I know my brother Adon is in the building as well. I see Jeanette. Yes, yes. So man, let's get it in tonight, man. Because like you say, you know, we all are caught in this situation right here, right? So how do you have your peace in the storm? Everybody always talk about what they believe in. Everybody always talking about their salvation. Everybody got these words when everything is all good. Like Mike Tyson said, everybody got a plan when they get into the boxing ring until they get punched in the mouth. You say, after that, you got to regroup. You know what I'm saying? Because things have changed. Your plan did not go as planned. Well, as a Hebrew, we plans for us are different than there are for other people. Like we make plans, but we expect them to be altered by the Most High. We expect supernatural intervention in what we're doing. So we are what you call malleable. That means that we can be molded. We can be told to go here or there by our creator, not by man. I'm not talking about looking up in the sky for a sign. No, I'm talking about that prayer. I'm talking about knowing your father, knowing the spirit, knowing when the voices are talking to you in the head, which one is of your creator. Because definitely your creator is in your head. If you don't hear your creator, that's because you need to get in tune with your creator. But your creator speaks. One of those voices that speak to you in your mind is your creator. Facts. Even for you, Logan. That's right, at 9 years old. One of them voices in your head is the Most High. Absolutely, without a doubt. The other one is our flesh. The other one is Hashatan. The other one is fear. The other one is paranoia. The other one is just all out flesh. You know, I just want what I want when I want. I don't care what nobody thinks. We have all those voices going in our head. And when we get into times of chaos, when we are in the midst of danger, such as we are tonight, when those words and those different voices are talking to you, it's hard for you to decipher which one is the Most High and which one you should listen to. See, that's why it's important to know which one in your head, one of those voices, which one is the Most High, because that's the only voice that you want to listen to. Simple and plain. That's the only voice you want to listen to. That's the only voice you want to get in tuned with. That's the only voice you want to follow. Because many people at this time are going to tell you that they are believers in this, and they're sanctified this, and they're shaman this, and they're holy man this. And when danger comes to your house, there's nothing that they can tell you. They can ask you to give them more offerings. They can go and throw some more chicken bones. They can flip some more tarot cards. They can look in some more crystal balls. But that's it. See, when you can connect to that voice in your head, you don't have to pay for a person to flip tarot cards. You don't have to wait for that person to tell you where you should go. The peace that you have in a storm is knowing that you know the voice in your head to listen to. And if that voice isn't talking, then you're at calm. You're in peace. I've been all day ripping and running and was talking to my brother Adon on the phone, and he asked me about what's going on and what I was gonna say, what was the show gonna be about tonight. And I'm like, brother, yeah, pilgrims. I've seen my man saying, yeah, pilgrims. I feel you. Yes, in this, and you kind of getting, you getting where I'm about to go. You know what I'm saying? The brother, the Akir on Hebrew State of Being, he's got it. You know what I'm saying? You being malleable, you're gonna be a pilgrim. This is written about in 2nd Esdras chapter 16, right? So we're talking about the Most High said that in these tumultuous times, you're gonna be as pilgrims. You may have to go here to there, i.e., wilderness. You may have to go here or there, i.e., wilderness. See, if you don't know that voice in your head that's the Most High, your creator, you won't know how to navigate the same way Joshua navigated them to Jerusalem, through the many tribes that they fought, through the many tribes they paid dignitaries to, for the many tribes that they went around. See, the Most High had them march through everything to get to Jerusalem, to get to the promised land. They didn't treat everyone the same. I want y'all to get where we're coming from. Get the pillars of what we're speaking about tonight. One is that you got to be malleable. You got to know the voice of the Most High so that you can be shaped by Him. The next pillar is understanding that your plans as a person that follows the Most High knows that they're not going to always go as planned. You expect them to not go as planned, because the Most High is going to intervene. You are praying for His intervention. You are expecting His intervention wherever there is a hurdle. Hurricane Category 4 is a hurdle. You're expecting His supernatural intervention somewhere that you can't touch, you can't explain, you can't draw from your bank account, you can't draw from your Rolodex of friends, you can't draw from the government's suggestions, but somehow a way is made. In 2nd Esdras 16, it starts off by saying woe to Asia, Africa, to the Isles, Babylon. There isn't any place that you're going to go on this four corners of the Most High's green earth that you're not going to run into these curses, this pestilence, his end time prophecies. Doesn't matter if you're in California, New Orleans, Michigan, DC. You're going to feel the effects of the Most High. I guess I can say the reason why I'm so comfortable right now with a category 4 coming down is because I knew it was coming. And I don't mean like this date and I knew it for. I understood the way that California was burning, the way we show here two brothers, two preachers YouTube channel where we're showing Italy, we're showing Siberia, Russia on fire, acres where it's not supposed to be fire. It's supposed to be the coldest parts of the earth. You have to expect that it's going to touch you. You're going to have to expect to go through something. I know that the Catholic Church has told you the good news. I know the Catholic Church has told you that in Jesus' name, that all things will be okay. That all you have to have is the testimony of a guy with stringy hair strapped to a cross in somebody's synagogue or church. And I say synagogue or church because they're all the same people. Yes. Oh, the Most High. Oh, my brother. You on point tonight because our scriptures tonight are definitely going to talk about the Most High having his hand and coming to speak to us in the way that he's speaking right now. I just want you guys, when I go through these scriptures tonight, to be clear on what we're stating, what the pillars are. The fact that you have to understand who is speaking to you in your mind, because you're going to ultimately make the decision whether you're going to be safe or you're going to be at demise. The Father says in the scripture all too many times that he's going to save you from afar. That's that supernatural intervention that I'm speaking about. He's going to save you from afar. He never says he's going to put his physical hand upon you and pick you up out of the water and put you onto the land. But like Jonah, he had a whale swallow him and spit him on Nineveh, Turkey, present day Turkey. I don't want y'all to think Nineveh is some Bible story that you can't put your finger on the actual place that this hand of the Most High was shown. We're talking about Turkey. That's what Nineveh was. So when we expect his supernatural hand in these times, then we have to know what voice in our head that he's speaking to, because he's not going to talk to your brother. He's not going to talk to your old lady. He's not going to talk to your husband. He's not going to talk to the kids. If you are the head, he's got to talk to you. If you're not listening, then he's going to go to your rib. You're going to get wise counsel from big brother. You're going to get counsel from cousins. You're going to get counsel from pop. The Most High is going to speak to you in somehow, some way. But how are you going to decipher his words? How are you going to decipher who's speaking to you for him? You have to know him to know how he speaks. Or excuse me, not him. The Most High is greater than a man or a woman. The Creator, if you know the Creator's voice, if you know the Creator's work, if you know the Creator's hand, then if you hear it from someone, you're going to know. My rib was telling me today, and I get back, she's in a grocery store, and two brothers are talking, and they're bringing up the name Caesar. And in her mind, as a Hebrew, she's thinking, must be talking about Caesar Borgia. So she asked, because the guys couldn't figure out the last name. So she's like, Shalom, you talking about Caesar? And they figured out exactly who they were talking about. But that's what I mean. When you're walking and you know the Most High, and you are searching his word, you hear other people talking about him. You go in a direction of the things that you are familiar with, that you know of him. She knows Caesar when it's being brought up in the Hebrew. If it's the pathway to the Most High, they're talking about Caesar Borgia, who is the false image that they give as a Jesus Christ. That's his real name. That's the image that they pray to, as Caesar Borgia, the illegitimate son of the sixth pope. See, that's a path for her. If there was nobody else around, if there was danger in that store got shut down, those two men, because she knows the language of the Most High, she understands, and they understood that she knew that she was a child of the Most High. She had protection right there in that store. Y'all. This is what I'm talking. Fear is of the devil. See, fear paralyzes you. Panic paralyzes you. You become to think of saving your flesh. And you stop looking for the supernatural intervention. You start being concerned about being hurt or losing some material thing or something to that you forget that you're covered. Even though you've been saying the words, you've been screaming it, you at your church on Sunday, you're at your mosque, you're at all these conventions, and you always talking with Big Brother, the pastor, deacon, and all these people. But now it's time for you. It's time for you to be able to read the signs that the Most High is putting forward for you. Nobody else around. Can you pick it up? Like my real pick just heard it like the antenna. Whoop, somebody talking about some Hebrew. Whoa. We got a path over here. We talking about the Most High somewhere around here. Whoa, I'm right here. What's that? I'm about that conversation. You know what I'm saying? That's how we all supposed to be. Whoa, we got some righteousness. Somebody talking about righteousness. That's the path I need to be floating towards. That's what I need to be in that. There was a song on today. Said, don't complicate things. I thought that was so appropriate. Too many times we complicate hearing the Most High or understanding his voice. The Most High is simple. He's at the core of everything. So you can find him in everything. For me, that's comforting. I can find him in the hood. I can find him in Beverly Hills. I can find him in Singapore. I can find him in Harlem. I can find him anywhere. If I know what I'm listening for and what I'm looking for. If you have eyes to see and an ear to hear, you're never lost. Let's say it again. You have eyes to see and ears that hear. You're never lost. You're never destitute. You're never alone. Let's get into some scriptures to show that, right? Let's go to Job. Job chapter 37. So, as we have this anniversary, 16-year anniversary of Katrina, I see Nicole is in the building. As we have this 16-year anniversary of this Katrina in the form of Ida barreling down us and wondering what is our fate. Well, the Most High should have spoke to you for your provisions. He should have helped you get your provisions, what you may need. And the rest, you listen to him. You understand that you are a child of his. And what does that mean? And it says, Job chapter 37, verse 5. The Most High thundereth marvelously with his voice. Great things does he, which we cannot comprehend. That's what my brother put up earlier when he was talking about his hands being shown. This thunder, this lightning that's going to be coming onto this earth, coming down our way, is the voice of the Most High. It is great things that he does, which we cannot comprehend. Verse 6, for he said to the snow, but be thou on the earth, likewise to the small rain, and to the great rain of his strength. No. So what we got coming down is the hand of the Most High. What we have coming upon the city of New Orleans and upon the rest of the earth from California with the fires to the earthquakes to the hurricane that hit up off the East Coast, to the volcanoes that are going off across the world, to the flooding that's happening in places that it does not flood. Germany is not known for flooding, but yet they've had the worst flood in hundreds of years. The earth is in unrest. The earth is trembling. The earth is being tumultuous. And what is coming down our way is the hands of the Most High. And it says, verse 7, he sealed up the hand of every man, that all men may know his work. And what does that mean? He sealed up the hand of every man. Well, we read it in context, right? We're reading it with that he is thunderously marvelous with his voice. Great things does he which we cannot comprehend. For he said to the snow, be thou on the earth, likewise to the small rain, and to the great rain of his strength. And he sealed up the hand of every man. That means that no man has any power over the rain, the snow, the marvelous thunderings of his voice. Every man's hands is sealed up. Man can't do nothing when it comes to the Most High's wrath in his hand. The state of Louisiana is running around like chickens with their heads cut off. You got newscasters saying this way, that way, this. There's really nothing but what the mayor said. Y'all just leave. That is their answer. Evacuate and leave. Nothing else. Because it's about money and liability for them. So they speak in money and liability. We're speaking in the hand of the Most High and the personal safety of you and your family. Now, don't get this twisted and think this is some Jim Jones situation where we telling you don't read the signs of the Most High, don't let the waters. I'm gonna give y'all a joke that my dad used to tell me. I think is appropriate right now, but it's for my dad used to tell it to me as a lesson in life to pay attention to the things around me. So he would say, there was a man that was in the midst of a flood, and the flood was at his kneecaps, and people came along and was offering to rescue him and take him where they were going. Man didn't want to go. Water got right up past the man's waist. They came with a little boat and said, we can save you. The man said, no, my God is gonna save me. Water got up to the man's neck. They came with a helicopter. Man said, no, my God is gonna save me. So when he got to heaven after he died, after he drowned, right? He got to heaven and he asked the Most High, why you didn't save me? The Most High said, I sent you a car with people. I sent you a boat. I sent you a helicopter. What you want, man? You want me to come up out of heaven and put on my robe, just come right down for you and take you up and pick you up out the water? Is that how you think it's going to work? So no, do not think that we are sitting here saying to be like Jim Jones on your front lawn getting flooded, talking about, I'm looking for the message in this. Kyle said, look for the message in this. No, that's not what I'm telling you to do. What I'm telling you that it's Shabbat night. You're supposed to be in prayer already. You're supposed to be in commune with the Most High already. So you should be asking him where to go. You should be refining in your head the voices to know exactly which one is his and what he's telling you to do, and to follow that voice, to follow it all the way. Because with a category 4 coming down, we're no longer in praise and worship. Get it? We're not into praise and worship at this time. We're into salvation. So in this time, as it's coming, is this rain and this hurricane is coming down, it's not about sanctifying a name. It's not about rituals. It's about listening to the Most High and having him direct your ways, keeping yourself safe, and knowing that even if you have to pull out your apartment, your house, your hotel, and you're not quite sure where you're going, then you know that you're relying on the Most High, and you should feel comfortable in that. Be at peace in knowing that he has you, and he will guide you. He will protect you. Have your eyes open and your ears open. You remember that story, my buddy Yaron? That's what I'm talking about. So we're going to go now to Isaiah 41. Isaiah 41, verse 10 says, Fear thou not, for I am with thee. Be not dismayed, for I am thy creator. I will strengthen thee. Yea, I will help thee. Yea, I will uphold thee with the right hand of my righteousness. So as I said, if you got to pull out your house, your safety, because it is no longer safe and you have to venture out and you're not quite sure, understand Isaiah 41, verse 10. Fear not, for the Most High is with you. See, when you've been throughout these weeks disciplining yourself, right? You've been following the commandments, the laws, and the statutes, right? You've been kind and righteous to everyone around you. You've been even-handed with everything you've done. And you say you get to a Shabbat and you're like, okay, I made it through a week. I kept myself right. Me and the Most High, everything is in order. And you're just thinking, well, it's kind of boring. And then we hit this. Because see, right now, the ones that's been following his laws, statutes, and commandments, I don't have a second thought if he's going to talk to me when it's time to move. I don't have a second thought in my mind of that. When it's time, he's going to say go, and I'm going to go. So have no fear. This is a night of rest. This is a night of prayer. This is a time of being in commune with the Most High, being thankful for the fruits of your labor. Hey, and look at it like this. The hurricane's supposed to touch down Sunday. Enjoy how your house look like. It may not look like this come Monday. These are facts. You're on Shabbat. Enjoy what the Father has provided for you. Because if you didn't appreciate it before, if it's not here on Monday, I bet you'll miss it. If you got tired looking at them same old walls, you got tired looking at them same old pictures, you tired looking at that same old couch, you've been wanting to replace this and replace that, I bet you will appreciate it tonight. Because it may not be there Monday. Talking real conversations about what Shabbat means. To be thankful for the fruits of your labor. Why you are thankful for the things that you have, and you don't look at them as this old thing. I need a new. No, We are thankful for everything that we have. Yes, we strive for greater, we strive for better, but we are based and abound as Hebrews, as Israelites, as children of the Most High. We are based and abound, meaning that we live a life of knowing that we need everything, but knowing we have everything. Man, when you start walking that line and understanding that concept of living a life of knowing I'm trying to get it and I gotta get it, but I know I already got it. The path is already laid. What's there for me is there. I can peacefully walk into it. Some of my brothers that's old enough know the movies Colors, and there's an old joke when the young cop and the old cop is talking, and he's giving the young cop this analogy, this parable about two bulls at the top of the hill. One of the bulls said he want to run down and grab one of the cows. And the old bull says, why don't we walk down there? We can have all the cows. See, no matter which way you go at it, you're going to get what's yours. Whether you run down there, you get one. You walk down there, you walk into it, you walk into your kingdom properly, you follow the Most High, and you peacefully walk into it, and you have everything you want. Many times people confuse getting that one cow to salvation. They confuse that one cow as making it. They confuse that one cow as they're above other people. They believe they got this one cow, this one trick pony, which is capitalism. And they think that they have solved everything. They got all that they can get. But when the storm comes and all the trinkets of capitalism is gone, they miss the other parts that they could have gotten, the joy of the family, the joy of the journey, the appreciation of everything that comes your way. That's what Shabbat's about. As we are in imminent danger, as they say, we're going to sit back and thank the Most High for all that He has provided, for all that He has done. Because He tells me to fear not, and tells me that He's going to uphold me in His hand of righteousness. If you don't understand conjuring, I seen a building bird. If you don't understand conjuring, if you don't understand karma, if you don't understand what goes around comes around, if you don't understand what you sow, you seed, you receive what you sow. From what you seed, you receive what you sow. So if you don't understand that cosmic supernatural process of putting out good to get good back, then you don't understand putting out positivity to get positivity back. You don't understand putting out prayers to get them returned back. Because prayers is the same thing as your karma concept. It's the same as the concept of law of attraction. So put your prayers out on this Shabbat. Be thankful of the Most High. We're going to go to Isaiah 26. Verse 3. It says, thou wilt keep him in perfect peace. Who is thou? The Most High. Whose mind is stayed on thee. So thou and thee in this sentence, in this verse, is the same entity. Thou and thee says thou will keep him in perfect peace. It says, and who is him? Him is whose mind is stayed on thee, because he trusted in thee. I mean, that's what we are. You can trust in your government and you can evacuate and do that. You can pray and trust in the Most High, and if He tells you that where you live is not good, and that it floods when they have a heavy rain downfall, then you know it's time for you to go. That should be a simple one, right? If you got other aspects to the equation that keeps you safe, then you stay as long as those factors of that equation keeps you safe. This is not rocket science. This is not spookinism. This is not Jim Jones. This is not drinking the Kool-Aid. All praise my brother. This is, thou will keep him in perfect peace, whose mind is stayed on thee, because he trusted in thee. Yes, I'm going to watch the news and see what the movement of the hurricane is. But you know what I'm going to do more than watch the news? I'm going to pray more. I'm going to meditate more than I am going to watch the news. Because regardless of what it says, the Most High and His weather is going to tell me. I'm going to look outside and see His hand. I'm going to look at the land around me. I'm going to know from the Most High. I'm going to pray more than I'm going to listen to the world. I mean, that's pretty much the key to life, right? Right? Regardless if you're in a storm or not, that's pretty much the way you want to go with things. You know what I'm saying? You want to be praying more than you are paying attention to what me and my love manifest. More than we love manifest on Netflix, right? That's our show. Okay. When we want to get our minds and relax from the day and scripts and all of that, we watch this manifest right on Netflix. So, you know, we gonna not be enthralled in manifest more than we are in the scripts, in prayers, in our private time with the Most High. And every day that we go through some type of trial and tribulation, we're not going to go to what we saw on manifest and how they did it. We're going to go to what we saw and read in the script. And we're going to follow that. See, where you keep your mind is where you go when you need guidance, because it's already in your mind. Get it? You go to your mind for guidance, you already packed it in with all this other stuff. So all those things are flowing around in your head. And you don't know which thing that your brain is picking from. Is it picking from the show? Is it picking from the scripture? Is it picking from my uncle talking? Is it picking from my daddy? Is it picking from my mama? That's why on this Shabbat, after you read scriptures, guess whose voice is talking to you after you read his word? The Creator's word. That's why you gotta read, because he speaks to you then. Now, when you got these 25 voices going on in your head, you're like, wait, which one sounds familiar? Which one saying Caesar Borgia? Wait, which one? Which one talking like that? That's the voice I'm gonna listen to. Let's go to 1 Peter. Yeah, y'all heard me. I'm going to New Testament. 1 Peter chapter 5. Truth be told, I like Peter. Peter is Simeon, the black man. Even in their definition of Peter, when you do your research, it shows that he was a man of color, like all of them. But for some reason, they didn't hide it when it came to Peter. They let you be able to find it. I like it. So we go on to 1 Peter chapter 5, verse 7. And it says, humble yourselves, therefore, verse 6. Humble yourselves, therefore, under the mighty hand of the Most High, that he may exalt you in due time, casting all your care upon him, for he careth for you. That's where we at. Our concerns, all these things we put upon here, all things that you care about, good and bad, you put them in his hands to provide, because he is a provider. The Most High is a provider. Even on 8, we'll go down to this. Be sober, be vigilant, because your adversary, Hashatan, the adversary, as a roaring lion walketh about, seeking whom he may devour. See, in this time, the ones that's been screaming God and Jesus, Allah, or whatever they've been screaming, when it comes time for the physical need, the manifestation to come and save them, they go run to alcohol. They go run to whatever. They go run to comfort items, physical things to give them comfort and ease when the Most High is supposed to be that comfort and ease. It says to be vigilant, to be sober. And sober doesn't always mean drunk with alcohol, drunk with ambition, drunk with personal desires, are all being drunken. But more importantly, in this time, those people that scream all of these names and don't have a way because they're not really in tune with the name that they're screaming on, they're not really in tune with the word that they're saying. When they are at a loss in these times, in these tumultuous times, these people are prey for the lions because they go and ask people that ain't their people for help. They go and ask people for advice that don't know nothing about them, that don't have any direction themselves. And that's how they follow people into the pit. That's how they follow false prophets into hell and damnation. It's when the rubber meets the road and all of your words ain't coming to manifestation for you, and your flesh rises in fear, and you believe any cockamamie person around you, and you follow that, and you fall into destruction, then you turn around and blame it on the Creator. No. We are telling you right now in this hour, no matter if you're California, no matter if you're in Texas, if you're in Oklahoma with the earthquakes, if you're in New York, if you're in Florida, no matter where you are, when the danger comes, that's when you look for the roaring lions to devour you. That's when you can expect Shaitan to step in because you are vulnerable. You are weak. Get it? If you are not weak, if you are focused upon him, if you are focused upon the Most High, there is no fear. You're not listening to anyone else. So Hashatan has no way in. But if you don't have that, you are not sober. You are not being vigilant, and you shall fall to the adversary. You shall fall to the dismay. Let's go to Jeremiah 29. When times get frantic, frantic people rise. Their voices are the loudest, their movements are the most. And if you don't know where you're going, any movement may look good to you. Any voice that is above other voices may sound like a leader, but that voice may be loud because of fear. Those movements may be just out of nervous energy, not for you to follow. We're talking about how to handle things in danger. We're talking about how you stay cool under pressure. Because pressure is coming no matter where you are. Be thankful for your nights of Shabbat of peace, but it is coming to your doorstep somewhere, sometime soon. We're all going to be tested. It's the words that we read. Jeremiah 29, verse 11. And it says, "For I know the thoughts that I think toward you, says the Most High, thoughts of peace and not of evil, to give you an expected end. Then shall ye come upon me, and ye shall go and pray unto me, and I will hearken unto you." Oh, So the Most High just surmised everything I said up in that one little sentence right there. He said, I know your thoughts towards me when you in danger. I know when everything else is failing, you calling upon me with whatever cotton picking name you come across, whatever doctrine you rocking through. I know you're going to call. I know your thoughts of me. Your thoughts of only wanting peace. You don't want no danger to come to you. Don't want no waters. Don't want no earthquake. Don't want no volcano. Don't want no problem. Don't want that smoke. Father says, I know. You just want to be given to an expected end of being in his bosom. Most High says, then shall you come upon to me. Yeah. And you shall go and pray unto me. But thankful on this Shabbat that we're in communion with our Father. That no matter how much we run to and fro, he stays there for us. He's the rock for us in the storm. He is here for us right now. No matter what happens in these next couple of days, we just pray for wisdom so that we know the proper way to go, so that we hear his voice. His voice is the voice of wisdom. We pray for his wisdom, his guidance, his navigation in this time. And we're listening to his voice, not to our flesh. We're not going to be drunk with our flesh. We're not going to be drunk with our fear. We're not going to be drunk with our desires. We're not going to be drunk. We're going to be vigilant. We're going to be sober. And we're going to pray. We're going to be thankful. We're going to rejoice. We're going to give him all the praise, the honor, and the glory. And it says, verse 13, and you shall seek me and find me when you shall search for me with all your heart. That's all he asks. And that's when he's responding. There's no mysteries here. There's no spookiness. There's no ritual. You ain't got to cut no necks of no animals and shed no blood. You don't have to burn nothing. You don't have to. You just have to sit still and be in his presence on his Shabbat. That's all he asks. And let him talk to you. And that you earnestly seek him with your whole heart. Let's go to Psalms 23. And this says, Psalm of David, our king, says, the Most High is my shepherd. I shall not want. He maketh me lie down in green pastures. He laid me beside the still waters. He restored my soul. He laid me in the paths of righteousness for his name's sake. Yes. So when he saves you from this barreling danger coming down, and you don't feel the wrath of this storm, don't forget about the Father. If you pray for him to cover you and keep you safe, and you find yourself safe on Monday, don't forget, give him the praise that he saved you. Don't say you got lucky. What is luck? Ain't no such thing as luck. That's the devil's concept for you to bypass the hand of the Most High. So come Monday, if he saves you and you don't go through this tumultuous thing, don't forget him. Give him his praise. Verse 4, yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil. But thou art with me, thy rod and thy staff, they comfort me. The Father has a rod and a staff that he no enemy can stand to. Let's just put it like that. Verse 5. Thou preparest a table before me in the presence of mine enemies. Thou anointest my head with oil, my cup runneth over. Surely goodness and mercy shall follow me in the midst of a Cat 4 or 5 hurricane. Surely goodness and mercy shall follow me all the days, not some days, all the days of my life, and I will dwell in the house, and I will dwell in the house of my Creator, Elohim, forever. Let's go to Psalms 34. Oh yeah, we have 2 psalms tonight. We got a Cat 4-5 coming. You know, I usually let y'all go with 1 psalm at the end. We going for 2 tonight, and we're gonna let y'all go with this. It's coming upon midnight. I want you to have your time with your Creator, man, your meditation, your joy. That's what I'm about to do. My loved ones and fell asleep in the peace in the bosom of the Most High, in hearing His words as a category 4 or 5 is barreling down. My family's at rest, sleeping at peace. Fell asleep to the words of the Most High. I pray that for all of us. It's coming upon midnight. We say this prayer. We ask our Father to cover all of the Yahudim, His Kodashim, His set apart. We give Him all the halal and palal. Halal is the praise, the shine. That's the Hebrew word. Palal is the prayers. On this Shabbat, we give Him halal and palal with this Psalms 34. A psalm of Dawid when he changed his behavior before Abimelech, who drove him away, and he departed. I will baraka, that's blessing, baraka the Most High at all times. His praise shall continually be in my mouth. Yes, you can hear the rain coming down. My soul shall make her boast in the Most High. My soul make her boast in the Most High. The humble shall hear thereof and be glad. Who's going to be happy about this? Only the humble. Oh, magnify thee, Most High, with me, and let us exalt his name together. I sought the Most High, and he heard me, and delivered me from all my fears. What did he do in verse 4? He delivered us from all of our fears. They looked unto him and were lightened. Ooh. We looked upon the Father and were lightened, and their faces were not ashamed. This poor man cried, and the Most High heard him. This poor man, poor daughter of Zion cried, and the Most High heard us and saved us out of his troubles. Out of whose troubles? Not Hashatan's troubles, out of his troubles. Whose hand is barreling down? We read the marvelous thunderings that he tells the snow be upon the earth. He tells the light rain. He tells the greater rain. Is his hand. Verse 6, it says, this poor man cried, and the Most High heard him and saved him out of his troubles. And the angels of the Most High encamped around about them that fear the Creator and delivered them. So the seraphim and the cherubim surrounds the Kodashim, the Yahudim, that fears no man but only their Creator. Those are delivered. Verse 8, oh, taste and see that the Most High is good. Baraka is the man that trusted in him. Oh, fear the Most High, he, you, his saints, for there is no want to them that fear him. The Father says there is no want. No want. But there is no want to them that fear him. And the Most High is telling me now, I wanted to say this. In this Shabbat, the Father said that he did not, or when Yasha came down, right, and expressed to us as the righteous teacher, as written in the Dead Sea Scrolls, that Sabbath was made for man, not man for the Sabbath. So if you need to spend money on the Father's Sabbath tomorrow to save yourself, to protect and provide for your family, know that the Father understands that. Know that we are Sabbath keepers, but we understand his word of wisdom. Remember, we had the entire tribe that was almost wiped out because they would not fight on Sabbath. And then they had to reapproach that. So because the enemies were taking advantage of that. The Father doesn't want us to die by our enemies' hands. So as Yasha told them, if your sheep breaks their leg in the gutter, are you going to save the livelihood for your family, to meet the meal, the food for your family? Don't make things complicated. Don't make things complicated. Don't let doctrine stop you from hearing what the Father tells you to do. Don't let doctrine. Listen to your Father. He's your creator, your inner spirit, the great spirit, as my Aboriginal would say, as we say. It says, "Oh, fear the Most High, you, his saints, for there is no want to them that fear him. The young lions do lack and suffer from hunger, but they that seek the Most High shall not want any good thing. Come, you children, hearken unto me. I will teach you the fear of the Most High. What man is he that desireth life, and loveth many days, that he may see good? Keep thy tongue from evil, and thy lips from speaking guile." Don't be gossiping. Don't be talking down someone. When people come to you, they should be able to hear uplifting words. They should expect upliftment when you speak unto them. I'm stern when I speak. I'm speaking of the Father. I'm speaking of his words. I'm standing on his rock. But I also make sure that compassion is always expressed, whether it be in discipline, whether it be in admonishment, whether it be in praise and worship, whether it be in guidance to the right path. You don't speak guile of your flesh. Depart from evil. Do good. Seek peace and pursue it. The Father is telling you how to always get out of drama. Seek peace. He's telling you how to navigate. Seek peace. Not the star in the sky or the sun. He's saying seek peace. The eyes of the Most High are upon the righteous, and his ears are open unto their cry. The face of the Most High is against them that do evil, to cut off the remembrance of them from the earth. The righteous cry, and the Most High heareth, and delivereth them out of all their troubles. The Most High is nigh unto them that are of broken heart, and saveth such as be of contrite spirit. So it doubles down in 17. It comes back again and says, he delivered them out of all their troubles. And that he is nigh, he is close unto them of a broken heart and of a contrite spirit. Many are the afflictions of the righteous, but the Most High delivereth him out of them all. He keepeth all his bones, not one of them is broken. Evil shall slay the wicked, and they that hate the righteous shall be desolate. The Most High redeemeth the souls of his servants, and none of them that trust in him shall be desolate. No one, none, not just Yahudim, not just Kodashim, but Gentile alike. that believes in him and follows him in righteousness shall not be desolate when his hand is coming through. With that said, that is our show for tonight. That is our lesson for tonight. I may check in with y'all, give y'all some updates on things, and maybe have to update with prayers. All things are possible in this hour when the Most High is coming down with his hand for all of us to stay in the right spirit, in the right mind, in the right state of being. So we started off the show with a Hebrew state of being. This weekend, you need to be in a state of being of prayer and looking for his signs and being thankful and being repentful. That's it. Ask for forgiveness for your transgressions. Pray for him to cover you. Be thankful for all that he's done for you. And then listen to his voice to direct you. That's what we have to do in this hour so that we can have peace in the storm. With that said, all praises unto the Most High. Shabbat Shalom. I pray all of you are in safety and in refuge and are enjoying the fruits of your labor. All praises. Me Shalom.